Hi, my name is KCLau. Welcome to this episode of podcast. Today's topic, I'm going to talk about why moving is going to save you a lot of money and improve your quality of life. Now, in fact, I wrote about this because I had relocated for a few times in the past few years. In 2012, my family moved to Oregon, USA, because my wife needed to be there for a business assignment. So we stayed there for 12 months, and in 2012, we've moved back to Penang after she completed her works, and we stayed in Penang for another 1 year or so. We then moved south this time to Klang Valley. So it is fun and exciting to stay at a new place for an extended period of time. It is unlike the tour organized by travel agency, where you are going through the tourist attraction in a hurry just to complete the back-to-back sightseeing. When you have time to explore an area, you get more understanding of the difference in culture, commerce, and generally the ways of living of the locals. For the recent years, I've been joking with my wife several times. I told her that if she's willing to give up her career, by the way, she's doing really great right now, we will be able to move to a cheaper place to stay. She can be a housewife, and we can even opt not to own a house. We can choose to stay at any town or village for a few months and just keep moving. She's not that kind of frequent traveler like me, so this thought will still remain as an unfavorable option for a while. It is obvious that there is a significant difference in terms of the cost of living when you move to a rural town compared to staying in one of the big cities like Penang and Kuala Lumpur. Everything seems to take a price cut instantly, like cheaper labor costs, cheaper rent, cheaper house, or you can in fact get a much bigger house with the same amount of purchase price. The benefits might be tremendous, but the fact is that there is a massive urbanization force due to the better prospect and job opportunities in big cities. Take a look at the whereabouts of your old-time secondary school classmates now. How many are working at a foreign country? How many chose to stay in Klang Valley like Penang and Johor Bahru? Let's examine some of the benefits you can get if you have the option to move to a cheaper place. First, you can get a bigger house. Let's start with the saving on house. Like in big cities, real estate are way more expensive due to the high density of population. For instance, you only get a terrace house in Penang for ringgit 1 million. If you move to the mainland, just across the bridge, you can get a bungalow or at least a semi-detached with the same amount of money. This also means that you will get more built-up or land area. Your children have a garden to enjoy the evening. You can watch TV in a bigger living area. You can fit even a king-size bed in your bedroom. Assuming that you are going to get a house with the same build-up, your monthly mortgage installment may be reduced by half. Instead of paying 5,000 per month for ringgit 1 million loan, your installment may be as low as 2,000 per month, saving 3,000 every month. The second point is less traffic congestion. In Klang Valley area, we normally arrange our traveling to avoid expected traffic congestion. It is so common to get caught in jam, even there is no political rally. So most people will also avoid school hours. When you stay in a smaller town, everything seems so near. Even if you're caught in the traffic, it just takes a little longer time to travel to your destination, say 5 minutes extra. Drivers are easily tense and frustrated during traffic jams. It makes our lives uneasy. Moving to rural area, you instantly get a lot more peace of mind. People walk slower and the pace is more relaxing. It's good for your health too. Assuming that you spend 50% less time on the road and you don't need to pay tolls for the short distance highway usually found in Klang Valley area, you are expected to save probably 300 to 500 per month just on transportation expenses. The third point is your children probably can get better education. My wife grew up in Kuala Lumpur. She told me that she used to sleep in the school bus because it took an hour to reach school. It's just one way. Meanwhile, I grew up in Sungai Petani, where I can reach my school within 15 minutes on a bicycle or 5 minutes with a motorcycle. Nowadays, there are many parents who send their kids to school. Sometimes, in order to let their kids study in a school with good reputation, they are willing to commute long distance. Coupled with the traffic congestion, family might spend a lot of time in the car. Moreover, the children get to learn all sorts of skills by paying only a fraction of the tuition charged at big cities. A piano lesson in Klang Valley area might cost you, say, 80 ringgit per session, but in small town, 80 ringgit can last for the whole month's tuition. With the same budget, your children got to learn more lessons, right? The fourth point is, you will not have the desire to keep up with the Joneses. I once read about this research about the relation of happiness and the place you stay. If you're staying in the biggest house in your neighborhood, you'll be happier than staying in a bigger house but located in a neighborhood where everyone else is apparently more affluent than you. For example, you'll be happier to stay in the biggest corner lot of terrace house rather than a semi-detached in a neighborhood where your neighbors stay in all bungalows. Out of sight is out of mind. You won't be comparing yourself with those who are more affluent. Then, without the need to keep up with the Joneses, you won't have the urge to change your vehicle frequently or getting the latest gadget, fancy vacations and household appliances. Now come to it, is it an option? In fact, if you're staying in a city right now, who get to work early in the morning and stay late at workplace to avoid traffic jam, maybe it's time to consider the option to move to suburb, or rural area. Is this even an option? Because of the lack of job opportunity compared to big cities, oftentimes you have got to take a pay cut for the same job function in a small town. Anyhow, you may be able to find a balance to stay at city outskirts where wages is competitive, meanwhile the cost of living is not as high as city center. And furthermore, due to the advance of technology, some companies do allow the employees to work from home. You can look into this option as well. When considering moving to a new place, we are no longer restricted within our country. This is due to globalization and migrations. Talents are sought after in many other countries since we are all living in a flat world now, right? Recent years, I've had many friends and clients, a dozen of them moving overseas. Some say that it's just a temporary relocation. They will work for 5 to 10 years, accumulate enough nest egg and come back to semi-retire. Some say that they had migrated for good. One of my clients moved to Australia for the better standard of living, even though as an employee, he managed to live in a better house, bigger car, better air quality, security and fair treatment. This is what he said. In fact, many Malaysians had moved out of the country for a lot of different reasons. This phenomenon is commonly known as the brain drain. After talking about all the advantages of moving to a place that gives you better living quality, but ironically I am moving into the capital city, Kuala Lumpur. My business gives me the flexibility to work from anywhere with internet access, but yet I just moved to a place where everything is more expensive. So why? In fact, if you watch the movie The Wedding Diary 2 by Anil, shown during the Chinese New Year festival, his father in the movie tried to expand his business to Singapore. His family condemned him for being money-faced. He said that whenever you feel contented, to say it nicely, is that you are grateful with what you already have. 知足常乐. On the other hand, it also means that you have stopped improving, which is not a good thing. In my humble opinion, growth certainly gives more satisfaction than living in your comfort zone and never expand your means. So nevertheless, you will still get very good standard of living in a big city, provided that you have the money. Thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you again in the next episode. My name is KCLau. Get in touch with me on my website at www.kclau.com.